everyone. Good morning, everybody. I have the pleasure this morning to be with the Michal Maayan Don, if I pronounce correctly your name.
Perfect. Perfect.
Welcome, Michal. I'm very happy to be with you today. Um, let's start first of all for where we are. So, I am welcoming you from my living room in Brussels, my cinematographic studio. Where are you?
Good morning, Gabrielle. Good to see you. Good to get to know you. Good to join this team. I'm now in a short visit in Israel, right on the beach in Herzliya. It's a beautiful hot day. Um, Everybody's on the beach. It's weekend, so I'm sitting kind of above and feeling the energy, and it's beautiful to be home. Just landed yesterday for a short visit. And then I continue. I have trainings all over. Like my next training is in Turkey. So I'm on a journey with the ISTA caravan of love.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Of course, I am having this conversation with you because you are the new lead facilitator of the ISTA Level 1 training happening in Rome in the beginning of August. So maybe let's also unpack and explain that first of all, there was Araminta, and actually I had a conversation with Araminta.
Hmm.
Personal reason, she had to step out of the leadership, and now you are leading this workshop. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I'm very honored. I send up many blessings to Araminta. She's my sister. She's my ally. We've been working in this field. I've known her, wow, since 2011. I think she assisted my first ISTA ever. And yeah, she's been very close. And she's a powerhouse. Um, so I'm very honored to take the leadership on this training. I know both of the co-facilitators very, very well. I'm very excited to be working with them. I don't know if people know, but every time we work with a triad, there's always an ISTA lead and then two ISTA co-facilitators sitting next to us. It's every time it's a different constellation. We actually almost never get to work with the same people. So it's a ongoing creation. Um, so I'm very excited to work with Dane Thomas and with Marian, and actually never worked with them this way. So
And you will be in a beautiful place. I've been there in Rome. I mean,
yes,
it's beautiful. You know that past time,
wow.
in the past time, that was a place for quarantine. So people before to enter in Rome, they were supposed
Hmm.
for maybe 40 days, and regenerate, kill the virus and bacteria, I guess. So there were a lot of ritual of purification there. And you feel there is some magic there around the lake. It's beautiful, really, really beautiful.
Yeah, wow. It's very special in energy. Then I was there. I didn't know about this, so I just enjoyed the beautiful forest and the beautiful swimming pool. And this venue has one of the most beautiful group rooms, temples I've ever seen. It was a pleasure working in this space. The energy is great, beautiful. Yeah.
Um, I'm feeling like I would love to give some title to you. So you are the lead facilitator, and I know that you are now engaging yourself more and more into. So thank you very much for what you are doing. That's really amazing. And I want to define you as a sexual shaman.
Hmm.
So Michal,
Yeah.
sexual shaman.
Yeah. It's a strong thing to for a title, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, let's assume that there are people that doesn't know what is a sexual shaman. So
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of almost sure that I don't even know what a sexual shaman is, and everything that I will know, let's say in 50 years from now, when I'm 102, it will be much more than I can understand and perceive right now. I guess my life, my sacred life purpose. is about being, I have this special gift to hold rituals and processes for groups, for communities, and bringing on community ritual. And that's a special gift. I think I was born with it. And for now, for this period of my life, I feel that the gift of allowing personas to tap into their life force energy, original superpowers that we were all born with. And this has to come up with including the sexual power. Our sexual power is the power of connection. It's not about sexuality. Okay, everything in life, there's eros everywhere, in between everything. Everything we see that is alive came out of the the magnetic field between the masculine and feminine that created life. Every leaf and every bug and every drop of water comes from the erotic power of aliveness. So when I say I'm a sexual shaman, I mean that I'm a shaman of the connectivity of life, which is a very powerful thing to be. And so in ISTA level 1, I have the privilege, the huge privilege to unpack with groups, with little communities. We form little communities, it's not a group. We take it much deeper in ISTA. I have the to unpack a lot of the emotions that we have around our sexuality. Okay, there's a lot of guilt, shame, fear, expectations, loneliness, so much energy there that is not cultivating our sexual power, that is putting down our sexual power. So in ISTA level 1, that's the gate to start working with the energy of the emotions that we have around our sexuality, and start cultivating really the our personal potential erotic power, and then coming to a state that we can actually form collective community rituals with the power of aliveness. Okay, I also do it with grief, not only with sexuality. And grief is again is a very, very strong power. So I believe we humans as individuals and and in groups, in tribes, we're way more powerful. The power of our prayer, the power of our intentions, the power of connectivity is the next level, next phase that humanity is moving towards. We've been separated for too long by guilt, shame, and fear, and our governments and our uh, the power, the people who are overpowering us, and we give away our power. So my aim in ISTA is to allow people to start coming back to our powers, so superpowers as being, so we can start connecting to each other from a new place. And this is the power of the sexual chakra for me. So when I'm saying that I'm a sexual shaman, it means that I'm starting to bring back, to remember how people used to actually really engage with each other, not only in our sexuality, in the romantic field, but more as a collective, how to bring the sexual erotic power to empower communities. And it has to go through everything we feel around us being sexual beings. And there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we
yeah,
back. Thank you.
yeah.
My feeling is that this question related to the word sexuality is a burning one overall for people, for communities that are so much separated. They integrate so much, they are so much conditioned by
Yeah,
religion, political system, and whatever we want to call, that even the word sexuality can activate actually defense and projections, and
yeah,
so
yeah,
I really value people like you that are trying to talk towards the defense and with unconditional love and tenderness try to, yeah, reconnect people to something that they are coming from. It's not something
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we all come from that, huh? Yeah. I see sexuality as embodied love. Okay. So we have our spiritual love to God, to life, and it's about spiritual connection between souls, or how spirit brings us together, and that's very airy, very fluid. And we have our emotional and heart love, which is like the will to connect, the openness to each other. And sex, which is not just our what we would call sex. Our sex center, our sex chakra, is about how to embody love, how to take that level of spirit love, heart love, into bodies coming together in love. And it's about my body coming together with myself, my soul embodying love, my connection to spirit being alive in and embodied. So for me, God gave us sexuality. God has gave us sexuality so we can really feel the sacredness of love in our body and bring it to connection. So I wish we could really heal that, because we're all so collectively and individually traumatized in our sexuality. Um, yeah, we're so small. We could be so much bigger. Our sexual power could be much bigger and will be much bigger in the future for all of humanity. But from what we know in our culture now, mm, sexuality is a way to overpower each other, making us shameful around our sexuality was still is for many ways the power that religion is using us to make us obedient and small, and to disconnect us from our original creativity, and the sense of being an initiative person, that I can have my own direct connected connection to source. I don't need a religion to connect me to source. That's who I am originally. So so yeah, for many of us, the way we meet sexuality in life is around has a lot of fear with it. Fear of our sexuality being taken from us. Uh, and it's always interesting when we come to ISTA training. There's a group of people coming, and the subject of the field is has a lot to do with sexuality. So I see people come, and it doesn't matter if they're 60, 50, 40, 28, doesn't matter how old they are, or how young they are. They come to a group, the subject is sexuality, and you see everybody regressing to their high school time, where their persona and their self-confidence was built around how they perceive themselves as sexual beings. Am I attractive? That question. Who wants me? Who doesn't want me? Like, it's like Easter level one is like almost like going back to high school and restarting, maturing as sexual being. That's what I love about level one. It's like when I did my first level one, I felt as if I'm, as an adult, as an aware, conscious being, with all the tools that I have and I received in ISTA. I give my hand to the young Michal and tell her, hey, we can actually restart the way you mature as a sexual being in community. And that changed me. And that's why I kept on coming for more. And it's fascinating to see how much of our self-confidence as personas is broken around our sexuality, and to just give people opportunity to start learning their own boundaries, their safe boundaries, their healthy boundaries. How do I know? How do I listen to myself and know what I want as a sexual being, what I don't want? And it's not that the social conditionings, it's me and my connection to my own free will, my own connection to my body. So there's so much to unlearn as sexual beings and as sexual adults, and so much to learn as an individual, as community. And it's just, I'm so grateful I can give that to people.
Yeah, I really love this image of the high school because I would love to receive this knowledge, this education when I was teenager, even young
Yeah,
at 20, really would love. My last 20 years will be completely different. Um,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So,
yeah. My prayer is that the first 3 days of ISTA level 1, we will not have to do them at all in 10 years, because that will be that everybody that will come to ISTA will already know, um, let's say, about healthy boundaries and healthy communication around sexuality in communities. And if we continue doing this work, I kind of almost sure that in 10 years, we will not need to teach that anymore. I
and I
hope.
believe this with you. So totally, you're totally right. And what I'm hearing also is that the question is not to have a sex with everybody, to not to be sexual, but the question is the safetyness, actually, how you create
Yeah,
this, you connect
yeah,
huge power that is the life force. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The life force energy, the power.
My feeling is that
I'm
some,
listening.
yeah, my feeling that this is something that our society, beautiful society, gave up. Is that doesn't want to look at it, and want to manipulate it, control it, and not doesn't want to see the beauty of this.
Of our free,
Yeah,
uh, of the way we can be when we're free, and when love is running in a free flow, and creativity, the currents of creativity and love are free in our system. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Yeah, I'm listening.
my intention is is to bring you to talk more about the safetyness and
Yeah,
how is that we work with that, because I think,
yeah,
yeah, nobody will
yeah,
accept to step into something, work with sexuality, if there is not this work on the safetyness.
yeah, yeah. So my intention uh, is to provide a safe enough space for everybody in the field so they can tap into their own access to creating their selves, their own safe space. So in the future, they will not ever need anybody to create safe space for them, because me, you, we will always be a safe space for ourselves. Okay. For many of us, or for most of us, we never ever had to ask ourselves, what are our healthy boundaries? What is my healthy boundaries? What are my healthy boundaries for right now with this person? It takes a lot of communication with myself, with my mind, with my heart, with my emotions, with my sex. It takes a lot of communication with my energetic body. There's a lot of wisdom in this system that can tell me, okay, let's do this and not do that. Let's do this with this person today, but not tomorrow. I'm a yes to it, and next day I'm a no to it. It takes a lot of listening to this, the authentic moment. It takes a lot of presence. Presence is a masculine, very masculine, beautiful wisdom. Nobody really tells us how to be in presence. Uh, Noticing the changes in me is a beautiful feminine wisdom. Nobody really tells us, teaches us, practices us how to work with the changes. So, in level 1, a lot of the work is around finding the wisdom of myself. And it's difficult because we were brought up in systems that gave us the rules from the outside. Okay, what is the time to eat? What is the time to learn? What is the time to go to the toilet? When to talk and to not talk? Everything was brought on us. We were never, I guess for most of us in kindergarten, there was no teacher who was asking, hey, listen to your body and see how much you want to eat today and what do you want to eat today. Okay. It was never, our education was not about feeling ourselves and communicating this to the outside world. Rather, it was receiving guidance and rules from the outside and applying them on our system. And that's a big journey. How to start becoming that person that listen to the inner, our own sovereign wisdom, communicating it to the outer world, and forming communities of individuals who are all harmonizing themselves from within, and then harmonizing a community, a collective field of other beings that are in harmony with themselves. That's a beautiful challenge.
Wow, Michal,
And if we do that in a community, yeah.
Sorry, please.
Yeah, if we do it in a community that is not skipping doing it around being sexual beings, including this around being sexual beings, that can be magical. That is magical. And challenging.
I love your loving clarity. So thank you very much. What I hear is that saftyness is connected to self-listening, self-awareness, and capacity to manifest, to talk about, rather than projecting outside, asking to others to let us be safe, So thank you for thank you. This is a huge shift because all the time we project out the safetyness. That how to integrate the safety inside us from within us.
Yeah, I would add something about it. When people contact us to join, many times we receive the question: is the space going to be safe enough for me? The question comes back again and again. For many years I did weekend trainings for women's sexuality, and even just within a women's group, that question kept rising and rising. And my answer was always, and I'm saying that to the people who listen to us, if you have doubt around being safe, being safe in a field that is doing working with sexuality, this is your place to come to be, because our mission is to first to make sure that you know how to make yourself feel safe in a space like this. And this is what you're going to gain from being part of this field. So if you have that doubt, it's your place to be. It's your place. It's your power to grow, your own power to learn how to create safety for yourself. We even go to places in our work around noticing, who do I give my power to? If people who bully me, is it easy? How do I feel when people bully me? How do I give my power when people bully me? How do I give my power when people beg me and they use their underpower as power over? Okay, how do I give my power when people manipulate me? We really go deep with noticing, when do I give my power to others instead of standing in my power and showing up for myself. And that's very deep work, which I hope really that will be done in high schools and not later than that.
Yeah, I love also because you connect now the safety with the power. So when I work on my abilities, feel safe, my own ability of listening and communicating, I get power.
Yeah.
I get power, you know,
Yeah.
I'm delegating the power to someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of the work is around the power of of being an emotional being. And from a very early age, the system is telling us that our powerful emotions stand in our way to success. Our powerful emotions stand in our way for good relationships. Um, and we kind of bring the how can the emotions can be shamanic sources of being standing more in our power, and that's very significant to Ista. And I love the way we do it. Yeah.
And to be in my power will be also to come to ISTA level 1 and do nothing. Touch,
Oh yeah.
uh, be with the same clothes from the first day to the last day.
I've seen that happening.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. The Ista field is totally not about sexually engaging with others or even about nudity. It's about you making your own choices with your own system in a in in a community where all of you is welcome. Your shame is welcome. Your need to isolate yourself and just be with yourself is welcome. Um, every way you need to take care of yourself is welcome. Yeah, we really intend not to make anybody do anything they don't want, and on the same time, really connecting every individual in the field to their own individual needs in that moment and to listen to that need. Um, yeah, I didn't have any sexuality in my istas for a long, long time when I was fresh in the field. Um, and we also learned the temple cultures, the temple culture, and we opened the field for uh, creating temples in the evenings. And whoever was in a real temple know that the sacredness of temple is authentic connection between people and the divine. And it's not about having sex. It's about being authentically connected to the authentic current of what I feel that is really in my flow now. So it's just not about sex or sexual connections with others. It's more about restarting my sexual connection with myself. Uh, and sometimes there's a lot of sex with myself, and sometimes there's nothing. I'm not interested in meeting anybody, or not even me. There's no flowing in my system. So really tapping into what is authentic and real right now. This is our mission. This is how we hold the field. Yeah, there's no pressure.
beautiful, beautiful. Michal, I feel our time is coming to the end.
Yeah.
For to thank you, I would love to see if there is something else we want to touch as a topic. Even if I feel that your transmission about sexuality and safety has been very beautiful, strong, and clear. So I feel that it's a big contribution, and yeah, my wish is that this energy and those words can support people to not be afraid and to not be scared, to not have bad ideas about what is not actually is.
Yeah. I would like to add that we're doing radical work, and it's not necessarily the right time for everybody to do it. I would love people to come from a good place, not to come with fantasies that the ISTA field can and the ISTA training can fix and heal all our problems. Um, um, so if people want to join us and have concerns regarding whether it's the right time or their mental health can be can meet the ISTA field and our team in a good way. I would love people to bring their concerns. Okay, it's not a training for everyone. We need to come if you hear the calling to tap into the next level of you showing up for yourself and community in your life. And if you have doubt, talk to us. I'm really open to talk to everyone. We're very cautious, and if it's not the right time and the right training, I will say no. Don't come. Okay, so sometimes it's not the right thing to do to come to ISTA. So if there's doubt, I'm very open to speak to anyone regarding their doubts. It's important.
This is really great. So I'm going to share your Instagram account, for example, so they can contact you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Great. That's
Yeah.
great. Wow.
Yeah.
Michal, thank you very much. That was beautiful conversation. I wish you beautiful training. It's gonna be
Thank you.
summer, and yeah, we'll be happy to reconnect with you after the training and to hear how was it. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Thank you, Gabriel, for doing this. On behalf of the field, I think it's our mission to be more communicative with the world now and explain more of what we're doing. So thank you for holding that pillar in the temple of the sacred arts of the temple. That's beautiful contribution. Thank you. You're doing it so lovely.
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure. Thank you.
Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Bye bye.